Good morning, friends, colleagues, partners, and guests. Welcome to the 2025 International Day of Education. To officially start our event, may we ask everyone to please stand for the singing of the national anthem to be followed by a prayer.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Bayang magiliw, perlas ng silanganan, hanap ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay.
Lupang hinirang, duyan ka ng magiting.
Sa manlulupi, di ka masisingil.
Sa dagat ang tulog, sa simoy at sa langit mong buhaw. May dilag ang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal.
Ang islap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagdidingding.
Ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may di magdidilim. Mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
O God, the creator of the heavens and the universe, you are worthy of our praises. In you alone we pray and submit ourselves, for we are nothing without you. We humbly ask for your forgiveness and mercy. Dear Lord, we gather here today with the intent of doing good in thy name. Guide us to the right path. May our efforts be blessed with insight, understanding, wisdom, and respect for all. May our deep faith in you give us strength to act honestly and well in all matters before us. Amen.
Please be seated. Education is a human right, a public good, and a public responsibility. The United Nations General Assembly proclaimed the 24th of January as International Day of Education in celebration of the role of education for peace and development. The IDE 2025 theme, AI and Education, Preserving Human Agency in a World of Automation, aims to inspire reflections on the power of education to equip individuals and communities to navigate, understand, and influence technological advancement. To give us an opening message, let us all welcome the Director 4 of the Education Futures Office, Director Director Abesamis. A round of applause.
Hello, good morning, everyone. And a warm welcome to today's International Day of Education. So we're gathering today to celebrate the transformative power of education, obviously while exploring a theme that feels especially relevant. I'll read it out. AI and Education, Preserving Human Agency in a World of Automation. It's not just the agenda for today's gathering. I'm sure it's on everyone's mind, right? It's something that maybe we approach with cautious fear, maybe with some boundless optimism, or maybe a healthy mix of both. AI is undeniably shaping the way we think, we learn, and we live. I think we all know AI has a lot of potentials. Obviously, we've leveraged it thoughtfully through personalized learning for students. We've leveraged it through helping teachers plan lessons, freeing us up to do more human tasks like connecting to students, giving them feedback, relating to them and making these genuine relationships. But at the same time, they pose a lot of risks as well, as we know. Our critical thinking, biases, and also how we understand the truth in this age of information and disinformation. As Director of Education Futures Office, people sometimes assume I can predict the future, something like an education fortune teller. I assure you I am not. I wish I could stand here and tell you what AI has in store for us in the next few years or decades even, but I cannot. We can't, I think. What we can do is approach AI and technology, of course, the future, with more curiosity and courage. Maybe similar, as courageous and as courage as the students that we see here today, featuring their projects and thinking about how they shape the future with these ingenious technological advancements that you see here. So I invite all of you here also, once you have time, to look at some of the projects of our student change makers here. So the invitation again is for us to stay open, to make new connections with the people here, gathered here, and also to those joining us on the live stream, also to share some of your insights as well, whether it's on AI, technology, learning, teaching, but also to remain curious, possibly about the risks, the problems. Some of the discussions that you'll hear in the presentations this morning will perhaps share a bit more wisdom about how AI and technology has been used in education, but also the opportunities that it offers us to reimagine education to safeguard the heart of what makes us human. I wish us all a very stimulating and meaningful morning ahead. Thank you for being us here today as we celebrate education and the boundless possibilities it holds for our shared future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Director Gerson. The IDE looks at education from a broader perspective. It's a day to celebrate and advocate for access to education. Here with us today to celebrate the International Day of Education are longtime partners of the department. May we call on Deputy Executive Director Ms. Lindsay Barrientos to deliver the celebratory message on behalf of the Secretary General, Dr. Ivan Anthony Henares.
Good day, everyone. So please allow me to read our message. On behalf of the UNESCO National Commission of the Philippines, Secretary General Dr. Ivan Anthony Henares, and our Program Officer for Education, Michelle Dulay, who is with me here today, I extend warm greetings on this International Day of Education. Today is not just a commemoration. It is a reaffirmation of our commitment to the global pursuit of education as a fundamental right and a cornerstone for sustainable development. We commend the Department of Education and its partners for giving this celebration importance, a proof that we are united in treating education as the great equalizer, even in a world often distracted by its own chaos. And speaking of distractions, love it or fear it, AI is already here, transforming how we work, communicate, and especially how we learn. The question is not whether AI will change education, because it already has. The real challenge is how to make AI a champion for marginalized learners, not a tool of exclusion. How do we unleash its potential while safeguarding the human qualities that make us extraordinary? Critical thinking, empathy, and creativity. This challenge is at the heart of UNESCO's human-centered approach to AI. As a global leader in promoting inclusive education, UNESCO strives to ensure that AI addresses disparities in knowledge, research, and cultural diversity without widening existing technological divides. After all, we don't need AI to be a mirror of our inequities. We need it to be a magnifier of solutions. AI's potential to tackle education's toughest challenge is immense, but potential without principles is perilous. This is why UNESCO emphasizes the need for ethical safeguards and robust regulations. The Philippines, as an active and committed UNESCO member, aligns fully with these recommendations and is currently undergoing an AI readiness assessment alongside other nations. This is no small feat, but the insights and reports we expect later this year will be invaluable as we chart a path forward. As UNESCO Director General Audrey Azoulay said, AI offers major opportunities for education, provided that its deployment in schools is guided by clear ethical principles. To reach its full potential, this technology must complement the human and social dimensions of learning rather than replace them. In this spirit, the UNESCO National Commission of the Philippines, or UNACOM, stands ready to connect our country to UNESCO's resources, expertise, and partners. We will continue to engage AI stakeholders, educational institutions, and innovators to ensure that AI becomes a catalyst for inclusion and empowerment and not another barrier. Together with DepEd and other partners, we aim to harness AI to fulfill SDGs, all while keeping humanity firmly at the center of the equation. So as we celebrate this special day, let's embrace the opportunities before us. Let's ensure that technology remains a tool to enhance, not replace our humanity. May we be reminded that no algorithm, no matter how advanced, can replace the spark of a great educator or the perseverance of our young learners. Thank you, and cheers to shaping an inclusive, innovative future for the generations to come. Magandang araw po.
Thank you so much, DED Len, for that warm message. Another partner to give a message is no other than the Center Deputy Director of SEAMEO Innotech, Ms. Corn Asidre.
Good morning. Excellencies, esteemed colleagues, distinguished guests, fellow advocates of education. Good morning, everyone. Today, we come together to celebrate International Day of Education. It's a testament to the transformative power of learning in shaping the individuals, communities, and also the nation. This year's theme, AI and Education, Preserving Human Agency in the World of Automation, is inviting us to reflect on the evolving landscape of education and the urgent need to harness technology while preserving the human values. Artificial intelligence, everybody, AI, is rapidly changing the world, and AI is now here in our hands, in your mobile phone that you're holding now, in the laptop, media content, classroom. Even my Prime Minister from Thailand, she's using AI to translate her speech from Thai to Chinese language the other day. So it has the potential to revolutionize how we teach and also how we learn. At the moment, everything can be personalized. Learning is not just limited into the classroom anymore. You can learn anytime, anywhere. And also, this expanding the access to knowledge for everyone. So what we have to raise here, the question we need to raise here is that, how can we maximize the use of this automated learning system to improve our lives and also to improve our community and the nation as a whole? It is already here in front of us, and so we must ensure that this automated learning, AI, or in the future there might be something else that is not just limited to AI. This thing, we have to make sure that it complements rather than replace the human interaction or even replace our critical thinking. So with this, education remain at the forefront. Education remain as a human-centered endeavor, fostering creativity, empathy, and social responsibility. We must equip our learners with not only the technical skills to navigate the digital age, but also the ethical compass to use technology wisely, and also equip them with the resilience to adapt to change. So it's in the news lately that the Generation Alpha learners right now need further care on the social, emotional side, because we need to balance their mind, because they are grow up, they are born with the equipped technology world. So it's important to harness the human touch the heart, especially to those who are born in the digital age. So ladies and gentlemen, on this International Day of Education, let us reaffirm our commitment to inclusive and equitable quality education for all. Let us together embrace innovation while upholding human agency, empowering every learner to reach their full potential and contribute to the better future. So to end, I'd like to quote the words from Nelson Mandela. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. So let us wield this weapon wisely, shaping the future where technology and humanity work together for the betterment of all. So thank you very much. Salamat po.
Thank you so much, Didi Kochkorn. At this juncture, we will hear a message from the Department of Science and Technology. Let us all welcome the Assistant Secretary for Technology Transfer, Commercialization, and Communication, Dr. Napoleon Juanillo.
Esteemed colleagues and distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, makaagham na umaga po sa ating lahat. It is with great honor and pride that I convey the warm greetings and express the support of the Department of Science and Technology as you observe the International Day of Education. The theme of the celebration, AI and Education, Preserving Human Agency in a World of Automation, underscores a critical intersection of science, technology, and innovation with humanity, a topic that resonates deeply with our shared aspirations for equitable, inclusive, and empowering education for the Filipino. The rise of artificial intelligence is transforming the global education landscape. AI offers remarkable opportunities to enhance learning experiences, personalize instruction, and bridge gaps in access to education. AI technologies such as digital learning platforms, AI-driven language tools, machine learning, and adaptive learning have the potential to democratize access to quality education in the Philippines, ensuring that all learners can reach their full potential. These innovations are not only expanding the reach of education, but also shaping how we define knowledge in a rapidly evolving society. However, as we embrace these advancements, we must also ask ourselves, how do we safeguard the essence of the human agency, the capacity to think critically, act independently, and make choices with integrity? How do we ensure that AI complements rather than compromises the human-centric values that form the bedrock of education? UNESCO's commitment to these questions inspires us all. It calls on nations to strike a balance between embracing technological innovation and safeguarding the fundamental role of human creativity, empathy, and ethics in education. The Department of Science and Technology has long championed the responsible and inclusive application of science, technology, and innovation. We believe that AI, when guided by ethical frameworks and inclusive policies, can enrich education while respecting the essence of humanity. In this light, the Department of Science and Technology reiterates its commitment to fostering partnerships and programs that emphasize human-centric approaches to technology. At the DOST, we aligned with this vision by promoting inclusive research and development initiatives, supporting AI literacy programs, and advocating for responsible AI policies that put people at the center of progress. Today is a celebration not only of education as a right, but also as a means to nurture humanity's collective potential. Let us remember that AI is a tool, not a replacement for the human spirit. It is through collaboration across nations, institutions, communities, and disciplines that we can design an educational future where technology uplifts rather than diminishes human dignity. On this International Day of Education, let us reaffirm our commitment to a vision of learning that empowers every individual to flourish in a world of innovation and automation while preserving the values of compassion, equity, and resilience. Together, we can ensure that education, augmented by AI, continues to be a beacon of hope, a force for good, and a foundation for a just and sustainable future. In closing, the Department of Science and Technology celebrates with you educators, researchers, innovators, and learners who continue to adapt and thrive amidst these profound changes. Your resilience and vision remind us that the essence of education lies not in the tools, but in the values we uphold. Together, let us build an educational future where technology amplifies human potential while safeguarding our shared humanity. Thank you, UNESCO and the Department of Education, for leading this discussion and for providing a platform to reimagine education for generations to come. Let us ensure that education, guided by the transformative power of AI, continues to empower every individual to shape their destiny with agency, wisdom, and purpose. Maraming salamat po. Thank you.
Thank you for your message, Dr. Juanillo. We are grateful for DOST's support to DepEd's initiatives on STEM programs. This event won't be successful if not for the generous partnership of UNICEF with DepEd. Over the years, UNICEF's collaborative engagement with the department have reached several partnership milestones. Let us all welcome UNICEF Philippines Deputy Representative Bezad Nubari for his message.
DepEd colleagues here with us today, thank you for hosting us. ASEC Georgina, ASEC Mars, ASEC Galban, as well as others. Very happy to meet for the first time Director Gerson as well as ASEC Juanillo from DOST. Thank you for having us. I know that I look very different from my picture, but I was happy to learn that human hair can absorb oil, so hopefully I can, when I shave, I can contribute to one of the innovations that we have over there by the science students. Let me start by saying magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat, and thank you for hosting us here at DepEd. The speakers before me have mentioned that artificial intelligence is revolutionizing education. I think we all understand and agree to that. And it's also impacting children in different ways. I have two girls under the age of 7, and even though they don't have gadgets of their own, whenever they steal one of my phone or my wife's phone, it's amazing how easily they're able to manipulate it. So we're definitely in the second generation of digital natives around. And one of the benefits I think that AI can bring is really tailoring education content to each child's needs, adapting to their learning style and pace. I'm fortunate enough to have my second grader in a school which is well-resourced and has a favorable teacher or educator to student ratio. And I see what a big difference that's making, the fact that she can have one-on-one time education support that's tailored to her. Just imagining using AI to bring that to the masses, I think is really, really exciting. I think that AI can also spark children's play, creativity, them create stories, artwork, music, or software, and some of those examples we have seen here around today. It can enhance accessibility for learners with disabilities and aid adults in processing big data, detecting developmental issues early, and freeing up time for more important work. At the same time, as many of the speakers have already mentioned, AI also poses risks, and I think it's important that we be aware of that. It can be misused by bad actors or unintentionally cause harm, spreading misinformation, generating harmful images, worsening discrimination, and impersonating individuals. Children with their developing cognitive capacities are particularly vulnerable. Human-like chatbots can influence their perceptions, and targeted groups can undermine their freedom of expression, thought, and privacy. With that in mind, the benefits and the potential risks, UNICEF urges everyone involved in protecting education children, including the Department of Education, with 4 principles. And we present these principles with a lot of humility. We understand that AI is new and evolving fast. We're all learning, and I don't think any single actor knows what the answer is. But I think adhering to some of the key principles will help us go a long way. The first principle is really around closing the digital divide, connecting all children in the Philippines to the internet and provide digital skills. This is, I think, something that we can all agree on and forms one of the 3 pillars of Secretary Angara's 5-point agenda when it comes to the Department of Education. And we've had discussions with ASEC Mars about how we can potentially support through Project Giga and others. But AI should not be another way in which we create inequities in our world. Secondly, would be to fill the knowledge gaps, reflect critically as we are today, and research thoroughly, ask the right questions, understand the issues, and listen to diverse perspectives. I'm grateful for the partnership with UNESCO, who's really leading on asking the right questions that the world together needs to answer as we enter this generation of AI. Thirdly, on preparing for the future impacts, we encourage partners to engage youth meaningfully on AI. Last year, UNICEF did a U-Report poll. U-Report is a UNICEF tool in which we can quickly ask questions of young people. In the Philippines, we have close to 20,000 U-Reporters, young people that receive messages and can respond quickly through Facebook Messenger, SMS, and other tools. We did a poll and we found that 18% of Filipino youth cited AI and emerging technology as an obstacle to their future careers. Yesterday, I was part of a UN country team conversation with a group representing the major labor unions in the Philippines. And AI came up repeatedly, especially by the labor unions representing the business process outsourcing, the call centers. They see that as a threat. So we also need to be cognizant of that and bring in those industries that are accepted, as well as the ones whose future careers may be impacted. Lastly, we would like to advocate for a child-centered AI and advocate for transparency and responsibility in the tech sector and involve children in AI policy and regulatory processes. Governments and businesses should invest in child-friendly technology, ensuring it safeguards their interests and considers their needs. Laws must protect all children, especially the vulnerable, from new technology risks. UNICEF has a new report called Prospects for Children in 2025, Building Resilient Systems for Children's Future. It reminds us that better digital public infrastructure, including AI, can enhance digital skill services for children, including in education, and improve resilience against climate change impacts. What is critical at the end of the day is ensuring equitable access, robust regulation, and child-centric resilient design so that we can leverage AI's benefit while mitigating the risks. It's easy to say, it's hard to do, but it can only be done if we do it together, and I think today is a reflection of that with a wide range of partners that we have around the table to discuss this issue. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Mr. Nobari, for UNICEF's generous partnership with DepEd. One of the international partners of DepEd is the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization, or UNESCO. Celebrating with us today is the Director of UNESCO Multisectoral Regional Office in Jakarta and UNESCO representative to Indonesia, Brunei, Malaysia, the Philippines, and Timor-Leste, Ms. Maki Katsuno Hayashikawa.
As the director of the UNESCO Regional Office in Jakarta, I am honored to join you in celebrating the International Day of Education 2025, organized by the Department of Education of the Philippines. This year's theme, AI and Education, Preserving Human Agency in a World of Automation, invites us to reflect on the transformative potential of artificial intelligence in education and the imperative to maintain human agency within this evolving landscape. Artificial intelligence offers unprecedented opportunities to enhance learning experiences, personalize education, and expand access to knowledge. In Southeast Asia, the AI in education market is projected to grow significantly, with estimates suggesting a compound annual growth rate of 34.7% between 2022 and 2028. However, as AI-driven systems become more sophisticated, the boundaries between human intention and machine-driven action often blur, raising critical questions about how to preserve, redefine, and elevate human agency in an age of technological acceleration. In our region, encompassing Brunei Darussalam, Indonesia, Malaysia, the Philippines, and Timor-Leste, UNESCO Jakarta is committed to advancing quality education that empowers individuals to navigate, understand, and influence ethical technological advancements. We work to promote science, mutual understanding, cultural dialogue, communication and information, fostering inclusive knowledge societies. A significant initiative in this endeavor is the implementation of UNESCO's Readiness Assessment Methodology, or RAM, on artificial intelligence. The Philippines has become one of the first countries in Southeast Asia to complete this comprehensive AI readiness assessment, demonstrating a strategic commitment to developing ethical and inclusive AI governance. The RAM is a macro-diagnostic tool that is unique in its effort to unpack the societal impacts that AI brings, notably in various dimensions such as legal, social, cultural, education, and scientific development, economic, and infrastructure. The output of RAM is a country assessment report that will serve as a benchmark for the Philippines and other nations in the region in shaping ethical AI governance. Through consultations in Manila, Cebu, and Davao, we gathered insights from a wide range of stakeholders, including industry representatives, civil society organizations, lecturers and educators, as well as MSMEs. While national-level approaches to AI governance are being carefully crafted, at the ground level, these dialogues revealed a nuanced landscape. 25% of industry leaders expressed confidence in AI adoption. 47% prioritized employee readiness for AI integration. Others raised concerns about intellectual property, data privacy, and transparency, compliance, and lack of explainability. While the immediate interest and concerns were focused on labor market transitions in the RAM consultations, with specific reference to the threat of AI to the information technology business process outsourcing industry in the Philippines, the discussion around the critical role of education in the era of AI and automation stood out. Indeed, it is widely recognized today that AI and automation can have immense potential to transform the way we learn and teach. As mentioned earlier, AI and digital technologies can offer unprecedented opportunities to reach marginalized learners with quality education. At the same time, the learning and teaching process is continuously being disrupted by the use of generative AI and other AI-supported tools. We have observed throughout the RAM consultations held that there is a growing number of students today who are asked more questions to the chat box than their teachers in the classrooms. Education discussions in RAM also pointed out that existing educational curriculum from primary to secondary education lacked emphasis on digital skills and entrepreneurial mindset. To ensure that AI and automation can help transform education ethically and inclusively, we must therefore rethink and proactively shape our education system that will promote the human agency in us all. Education must remain a cornerstone for nurturing responsible citizens who can think critically, empathize, and make sound decisions. We must promote lifelong learning and digital literacy to empower individuals with the skills to adapt to changing technological landscapes and engage responsibly with the AI tools and fully benefit from and optimize the potentials of AI and digital technologies. With the Philippines RAM report currently being finalized, UNESCO commits to ensure an ethical approach to and in AI governance that prioritizes human rights, human dignity, fairness, equal access to AI, and the well-being of learners and teachers. As we embrace the potential of AI, let us not lose sight of its purpose: to empower, not replace, human creativity, judgment, and agency. On this International Day of Education, let us reaffirm our commitment in shaping an education system that harnesses AI's power while preserving the essence of humanity. I call on all stakeholders from governments, educational institutions, civil society, the private sector, and individuals to collectively work together towards this end. Together, we can build a future where technology complements and elevates the transformative power of education. Thank you very much.
Thank you, UNESCO Jakarta, for your support to the department's initiatives in pursuit of achieving the Sustainable Development Goals, especially the SDG 4 quality education. At this point, we would like to invite our speakers, guests, and DepEd officials to come in front for a photo opportunity. Thank you again to our guests, partners, and DepEd Execom members. At this point, we would like to invite everyone for a brief coffee break, after which we will resume our program. Thank you.
Hello, mic test. Hello, mic test.
Pwede? Okay.
Hello, mic.
Every day is an invitation to be better. Every change, big or small,
starts with
Hello,
making
mic
a
test.
commitment. This year, I want to build stronger relationships,
I want to be healthier. I want to learn new things.
so I will connect more with my loved ones.
So I'll eat more
Hello, mic
veggies.
test.
So I'll join an improv class. Resolutions don't have to be big. Change happens one day,
One choice,
one act of kindness at a time. So today,
make it a promise.
I will eat well and help him get the nutrition he needs.
I will make time for personal growth and help him stay in school. I will let myself rest and help him rebuild his life after calamity.
I will welcome connections and help protect children. Your monthly support helps us reach more vulnerable children and provide them better access to education,
Health and nutrition,
clean water, sanitation.
Protection,
and aid in emergencies.
Let's start this year by being kind to ourselves and a child in need.
It's a promise.
Start today at donate.unicef.ph.
So alam naman po natin na ang recreational o paglalaro ay mabisang paraan po para mabawasan yung stress and then yung pag-aalala ng isang tao. So sa pakiramdam na nabigyan niyo po kami ng recreational kit na magagamit namin, lalong-lalo na yung mga bata para mabigyan sila ng pagkakataon na malimutan nila yung kanilang karanasan na nangyari nung bagyong Christine. Mas napapalakas po nito yung kanilang kalusugang mental, physical, emotional, and then social sa mga bata.
Lalo na ngayon magkakaroon kami ng school
Entrance,
intramurals.
yay.
Oh, dati, manghihiram lang kami. Noon, parang imagination.
Yes,
Kasi
papakita
sa
lang po namin
picture
sa TV,
lang.
sa picture,
Oo,
yung
sa
mga
laptop.
O kaya imagination na may bola ngayon. Laro tayo ng ganito.
Kaya nang dumating ang UNICEF, maraming
Yes po,
salamat po.
napaka-thank you po.
Kasi mayroon na kami
Thank you.
gagamitin na sa intramurals namin, pwede na kami maglaro ng volleyball, may basketball pa. Okay, lahat kompleto.
At hindi lang po dyan, hindi lang namin magagamit yan sa paglalaro ng mga bata. Maaari rin po yan magamit namin sa pagtuturo para mas maging aktibo at mag-enjoy talaga yung mga bata sa talakayan. Magkakaroon po kami ng pag-asa na sana may maraming tumulong sa amin na makapagsimula ulit, na maibigay sa mga bata yung kalidad na edukasyon na kailangan nila. Lalong-lalo na tumigil sila ng
17
days of
ata yung, kasi
suspension.
dumating pa yung pipito. Pagdating yung araw na nakita ko sila, masaya po ako kasi kahit papaano kumpleto yung bata na tinuturuan ko. Walang nadisgrasya, walang nalunod.
Masaya po makita sila na okay sila. Pero yung mga kwento nila, nakakaano po ng damdamin na. Yung ganun pala yung karanasan nila. Mas mahirap pa pala yung karanasan nila kaysa sa akin. Kaya dapat pala kayanin ko para sa kanila.
Maraming salamat po sa isa ako sa mga napili na makatanggap sa cash grant ng UNICEF. Malaking tulong po yan para sa aming pamilya, lalong-lalo na po sa anak ko po. Yung una po is damit, tapos yung mga therapy toys niya, yung vitamins niya, kabibila lang, naanod na yan. Dahil hindi ko na kayang balikan. Hindi po kasi ako marunong maglangoy.
Puro po ito putik, tapos yung mga gamit may talaga pong bagsak lahat sa baha. Mga birth certificate po ang uniuna ko po talaga, yung mga documents po. Pero yung iba wala na po.
We're working in partnership with DSWD and Land Bank to administer humanitarian cash transfers through the National Social Protection System of the 4 Ps. And we're very happy that we're able to have this pre-arrangement to be able to respond to the families most affected and most vulnerable, specifically children below the age of 5. Humanitarian cash transfers is a very powerful tool when it comes to emergency response. It gives dignity to the caretakers to care for their children and to decide what is best for their families. It's a very fast emergency response, and it really encourages the needs of children specifically to be addressed in a very efficient and effective manner.
So, importante yung food, medicines, if meron man na may sakit sa family. Kasi since during disaster is affected po yung mga merong may sakit, lalo na yung pagpunta nila sa health center, yung availability ng ibang medical needs ng may sakit. So, yun yung magiging pagkukunan nila para maibigay or maiprovide yung pangangailangan.
Bibilan ko po sila ng damit na pambahay kasi yung hindi na po kayang labahan. Yung mga therapist toys niya, tapos yung mga therapist booklet niya po na yung mga kagaya ng alphabet po. Kasi may pinapabili po sa akin sa therapist niya na gagamitin niya upang maging normal daw yung movement ng kamay niya.
Nag-6 na lang po ang kilo niya, as in butot balat na lang po yan si Pia. Thanks God po, nakaraos po si Pia, naging na po siyang ganyan, 12 or 30 ng kilo niya. O yung una pong bibili namin, bigas ulit. Yung pong vitamins po nila, yung prutas po. Bihira naman po bagang makatikim ng prutas. Kahit isang araw lang na makaraso sila ng masarap.
For every child, fast and efficient humanitarian action through cash.
So ang Child Development Center ay isang venue kung saan nais nating matulungan ang mga pinakabata sa ating lipunan, yung mga 3 to 4 years old.
Yung mga bata po, kapag nandito na po sila sa daycare center, natututunan po nila yung mga basic, katulad po ng pakikisalamuha sa kapwa-bata. Habang naglalaro sila, may mga natututunan po silang mga bagay. Natututo po sila ng values po natin sa storytelling, sa music po. Natututunan po nila yung mga alphabet, shapes, and then po sa arts and craft, natututunan po nilang mag-follow ng instruction.
From data of school year 2021 to 2022, meron tayong 27% na participation rate lamang sa mga child development centers na mga 3 to 4-year-olds natin. Kung ipaprioritize ng local governments yung early childhood education, makikita sa mga nakaraang mga karanasan na malaki ang savings na experience ng local government na yon in the future. So, in terms of mga well-employed na mga citizens in the future, mga kabawasan sa krimen, nakakapasok sa tamang edad, yung mga bata sa kinder, nakakatuloy sila sa kinder hanggang the higher grades. May experience yon kung meron kang dekalidad na early childhood education sa simula pa lang.
Ang pangarap ko bilang guro nila na nanggagaling po dito sa daycare center po natin ay maging mabuting mamamayan sila, hindi lamang dito sa Valenzuela, kundi sa buong mundo.
Sound check. Once again, good morning, everyone. In about few minutes, we will start the second part of our program, which is the panel discussion. So I would like to ask everyone to please go back to your respective seats. You can bring your coffee and your snacks to your tables. Once again, I'd like to invite everyone to please go back to your respective seats. We will resume our session today. Thank you. Hindi muna. Panel muna. Once again, I would like to remind everyone to please settle down. We will start the next part of our program in a few minutes.
Check, mic, check, check. Okay na. Para sa kami ng taas mo.
This year's IDE Forum and exhibit is indeed special because we were joined by our partners and teachers and learners from different schools in NCR, Region 4A, and Region 7. To showcase their works, creation, and AI and technology, ladies and gentlemen, Let us all welcome the Undersecretary and Chief of Staff, Yusek Fatima Lip Panuntongan, to deliver the keynote message on behalf of the DepEd Secretary, Secretary Sani Angara.
Good morning. Louder, please. Good morning. Morning. Thank you. Happy International Day of Education to all. On behalf of Secretary Sani Angara and the Department of Education, it is my honor to celebrate this significant day with you. We are exploring a theme that speaks to both our aspirations and challenges: AI and education, preserving human agency in a world of automation. To our esteemed guests from the United Nations, SEAMEO Innotech, the Department of Science and Technology, UNICEF Philippines, and our education partners, thank you. Maraming salamat po for your unwavering support and commitment to learning. We are always grateful to be surrounded by partners who share our purpose for education. To our students and teachers here today, you are the heart of this celebration. The world is evolving rapidly. AI is not just transforming industries, it is reshaping how we learn, how we teach, and how we prepare for the future. All the information we need and want is literally at our fingertips. Globally, some countries are leading the EdTech race. According to UNESCO, Asian nations like China, Japan, South Korea, and Singapore are embedding AI-focused curricula in schools. They are also advocating for integrating AI into teacher education. Here in the Philippines, we are working hard to catch up. President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. and First Lady Lisa Araneta Marcos have shown strong support and for bringing the latest EdTech innovation to our shores. Secretary Angara and the Executive Committee, composed of the Undersecretaries and Assistant Secretaries, are currently visiting the schools across the country to check the readiness of our classrooms in our digitalization efforts. Last week, I visited a last mile school in Ifugao, my home region. I'm from Kalinga, by the way. The school was located literally on top of a mountain. Every day, the students and teachers climbed 310 steps just to reach the schools. And they go home for lunch break, by the way. Ganon sila kagaling and ganon sila kadeterminado. We have provided this school with Starlink and GenSet to ensure the uninterrupted learning. Our partnership with Khan Academy Philippines is turning classrooms of the future into reality. With the launch of KanMigo, an AI-powered educational assistant, we are heading in the right direction by embracing the power of EdTech to address common learning delivery challenges. It's like the ChatGPT or Gemini, but tailored for education. Last December, we proudly announced that KanMigo is available for free in the Philippines for all teachers and learners. However, while these innovations offer immense promise, they also have a crucial question. How do we ensure AI enhances rather than replaces the human connection in education? Let me be clear. Education is about shaping minds, nurturing values, and inspiring dreams. May I ask our teachers to stand up? May teachers po ba tayo here in the room? Can you stand up, please? Thank you. Thank you, ma'am and sir. I just want to emphasize, mga ma'am and sir, for our teachers in the room, no algorithm can replace the warmth of a teacher's encouragement. No algorithm can replace the wisdom of your guidance. No algorithm can replace the shared laughter in a classroom. So maraming salamat po sa mga teachers na nandito ngayon. In a world dominated by automation, critical thinking, resilience, creative problem solving, and leadership, human traits are more vital than ever. As the Future of Work report highlights, these are the skills that will define success in the coming decades. In the Philippines, we are taking deliberate steps to align education with this vision. For our teacher training, we are empowering our teachers with the skills needed to integrate AI effectively while emphasizing their irreplaceable role as members and guides. Senior high school programs are being restructured now to ensure graduates are prepared for both the technological advancement for tomorrow and the ethical challenges they bring. The Department of Education is working hard to address the digital divide in the country. Programs like the DepEd Computerization Program, or DCP, aim to ensure underserved communities have access to EdTech tools. Despite budget constraints, we remain committed to equipping learners with the tools they need to succeed. DepEd is currently developing an AI policy to establish clear guidelines on the responsible and equitable use of AI in education. We have recently partnered with SEAMEO Innotech, nandito po sila kanina, to establish an education center for AI research, or e-care, which will truly elevate our education system to new heights. To fight stunting and malnutrition, imagine taking a picture of a child and instantly obtaining their weight, height, and BMI. Isang picture lang, alam mo na kung ano yung height, weight, and BMI ng bata. So we can immediately implement interventions, the necessary interventions to fight this malnutrition and stunting. As we celebrate this International Day of Education, I invite each of you to reflect on your role in this evolving landscape as a teacher, as a student, as a parent, and as an education advocate. Let us champion the use of AI as a tool for empowerment, not replacement. Let us equip our youth with the wisdom to use them responsibly. Let us work together to create a future where technology amplifies human potential rather than diminishes it. It is our duty to ensure that the next generation is nurtured, informed, and inspired. Thank you, and may this International Day of Education remind us all of the power of learning to build dreams and transform lives. Happy International Day of Education to all. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you so much, Secretary Angara, for the inspirational message you gave to each and everyone. And thank you as well, Yusek Fatima, for delivering the message. Indeed, you have inspired all of us in the department to do our best and proactively engage partners to make a difference in the lives of our Filipino learners and teachers. At this point, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the highlight of our event, the IDE 2025 panel discussion. This segment will be moderated by the Assistant Secretary for External Partnerships, Georgina Ann H. Young. Joining us in the panel discussion are the learners and teachers from various schools all over the Philippines. They will give a brief description of their innovation and what inspired them to do so. Let us all welcome on stage Assistant Secretary Georgina. Let us also welcome on stage our first school guest from San Jose National High School from the province of Bohol. San Jose National High School will introduce themselves and give a short background on their innovation.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. So we've come to the part where we will get to know our learners who have prepared their exhibits. So siguro we will invite you first to introduce yourself, what school you are from, and what your project is about.
Good morning. My name is Angel Mary Busa, a junior innovator from San Jose National High School, Talibon, Bohol, and I am a grade 10 STE student. Our project innovation is about, it is a semi-autonomous robotic system that applies the power of algae to sequester carbon dioxide while releasing oxygen in the air, and it is designed to combat one of the leading causes of global warming, carbon dioxide emissions.
Okay. And what brought you to this type of project? What inspired you to develop your invention?
Actually, we came up with this idea together with my team because since here in the Philippines, our country, we experience a lot of calamities such as typhoons, causing damage to our infrastructures, natural resources, houses, and affecting many people's lives. And witnessing the devastating effects of climate change in the Philippines that inspired us to make Caseta.
Okay, so we'll get to know more about your project and how we can support you better later after we've introduced all the other speakers.
A round of applause as well to our participants from Lipa City Science Integrated National High School.
Okay, from Lipa, your team could join us here in front. Lipa Science Integrated National High School. So the team members will introduce themselves. Pwede lahat sumama. Ikaw lang isa. Yung kanilang project po.
So we are from Lipa City Science Integrated National High School. I'm Marcos Miguel Quimojares together with Margaret Bautista, Celine Almares, and our coach, Sir Francis Daryl Alpo. And we are High Level. So High Level is an innovation from the invention of Altosaurus fog cloud, which uses water to use mist. But our project make use of biochars. Our biochars are made of rice husk made from the process of pyrolysis. Our system can be controlled manually or automatically. Once the heat index reaches 35 degrees, our project, water will flow through a biochar pipe filter and will mist through the whole room.
Hello po everyone, and I am Margaret Bautista, also from Lipa City Science Integrated National High School. And we are grade 10 students. Siyempre, as students po, we first-hand experienced the extreme heat caused by the El Nino weather. And this extreme heat results in class suspensions, shift in learning methods such as modular distance learning, and shortened school hours that can disrupt our education. So this is where the Hello Wall enters. This incorporates this utilizes an innovative evaporative cooling system that is powered by the solar energy.
So this system, this aims to continue the high quality education despite these obstacles due to the heat caused by the El Nino, which is experienced by most students here in the Philippines. And as said earlier, our system utilizes biochar, which helps with water retention capacity since it can retain for up to 4 to 7 times its weight in water, which minimizes waste and ensuring the long-lasting cooling effect.
And our study also make use of AI regression algorithm, which make use of regression to analyze data and make predictions.
Okay. Thank you very much to Lipa Science Integrated National High School. We have 3 more schools. We'll call on the next one.
From Olongapo City, we have 2 guest schools for today's event. Let us welcome first the Tapinac Senior High School, and then to be followed by the Regional Science High School 3.
Okay.
Tapinac National High School, please come on stage.
Good day. We are your pioneers from Tapinac Senior High School.
I am Paul.
I am Jasmine. And I'm Cassandra.
And this is Fire
Stage.
Our project is a firefighting bot aiming to suppress fires in real time. It does not aim to replace our firefighters, but rather to provide assistance to them.
Like how canine dogs act with policemen, Sage aims only to assist them and be their canine dogs rather than replacing them in the industry.
We have two functions of Sage. First is Bluetooth mode, and the second one is automatic mode. So in Bluetooth mode, you will control it via phone, and we have created the app. And the second one is automatic mode. Automatic mode is the name itself, automatic. You just put the Sage in your house, and it automatically move, and as it detects fire, it extinguishes fire.
Thank you so much, Tapinak Senior High School. Let us also welcome Regional Science High School 3 with their coach, Sir Chester.
Test. Okay, yes. Good morning, everyone. We are Team Stiminator, composed of myself, Andre Alantico, alongside my group mates Sean Allen Tiogon, Miguel Albert Digma, Kurt Michael Tumanda, Anduin Kian Santos, and John Benedict Alep. Basically, our project is an Arduino-based drone robot that utilizes AI technology to detect and dispense chemical pesticides. This drone aims to scan the rice fields and detect snails, and using the image processing technology provided by our AI system, it autonomously drops the pellets using the AI capabilities. So basically, this drone aims to reduce the use of chemical pesticides, which enhances the use of our AI technology. With this, it aims to help our community, the farmers, and helps provide a healthier ecosystem. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Regional Science High School 3.
Hello, everyone. So I am Dominic Sandriasi, a former student from Regional Science High School 3, and now a student in the Ateneo de Manila University. But I am here with my group, which is Sam, Kayan, Johan, Azriel, EJ, Matt, and Sir Chester. So we are here to represent our project, Rapunzel, which is an automated oil spill cleaning system that utilizes human hair and dog fur as the main material for oil collection. Thank you.
A round of applause to our representatives from Regional Science High School. Also with us today is another school from Makati City. Let us all welcome the iAcademy Nexus Senior High School.
Hello everyone, we are students from iAcademy and my name is Mishka Amli G. Pineda, a grade 11 student in attending the Multimedia Arts strand. So for our finals project, it is called Framing the Hard Truth, Sari Sari Stories. We were tasked to make a photojournalism magazine showcasing the mundane tasks about things or perhaps people that we encounter in our day-to-day lives. The purpose of my project was to show the lives of Filipino through the use of photos.
Hello guys, my name is Zara Beth, and I am a grade 12 student from iAcademy in graphic illustration. For our finals task, we were tasked to make a creative motion comic based on Mindanao, which is titled Toka Bata Kalakap, which is in Bagobo.
Hello, good morning everyone. My name is Rania and I'm a grade 12 software development student at iAcademy. And in the field of software development, students were tasked to develop a game using the Godot game engine within the concept of chemistry under the span of 2 months. So one of the games featured in our booth is called Royal Chemie. And from interviewing the team behind Royal Chemie, they said that the game had many directions from where it could go, but they eventually made the decision to make a crafting game that could engage players to learn more about the periodic table. So we hope that everyone visits our booth and you like our projects. Thank you.
Thank you. So these are our students from iAcademy. So just to give a short background of iAcademy. iAcademy, the leading arts, design, and technology school in the country, has been a strong partner of the Department of Education in ensuring that we deliver quality game-changing education. So since 2002, the school has continued to reinvent education through its unique programs like multimedia arts, animation, software development, graphic illustration, fashion design, and more. So as our students develop their projects, or what we call game outputs, artificial intelligence become an essential part, may it be in the process of ideation, guidance in planning, or mentorship through feedbacking. So to ensure that AI is being used appropriately, our management team, together with academics team, formulated comprehensive AI use policy that features ethical consideration and transparency of use. So thank you, DepEd, for inviting us in this gathering.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Now we'll continue to learn more and hear from our learners who are exhibiting their projects. So please join us here, one representative from each project. Maikling kwentuhan lang. So when we were conceptualizing this International Day of Education, we realized that it is best to hear from our learners themselves on how AI and technology is relevant to them and how they're able to apply it to their projects. And with digitalization as a key lever for reform of Secretary Angara's 5-point agenda, we think it's really important that we hear directly from you. So, and we also have our curriculum and training strand colleagues who are actually working on a department-wide policy on AI. And our Education Futures Office as well is seeing how we can really integrate digitalization. Earlier, si Yusek Gina Gonong was here, and then the curriculum team is here. As we are also in the process of reviewing yung senior high school curriculum, and then for our youth formation and learner support services. I say this because we also want to take this opportunity to consult you on how we can better support your efforts and your initiatives so that more students can develop these types of innovations. So we know already in general what your projects are, but we want to know the story behind it. What led you to that? Since bata ba kayo, gusto nyo na yung mga robot, or na-introduce ba kayo niyan in your school? So maybe we can start muna doon sa project ninyo, yung sa drone, para less pesticide yung gagamitin sa farm, using a drone to kill yung snails. So actually, na-curious po ako dito kanina. Bakit natin kailangan i-address yung problem ng snails doon sa rice field? And ano yung nagdala sa inyo para gawin yung project na yon?
Hello po, good morning po. Basically po kasi invasive snails or locally known as kuhol, with the scientific name of Pomaceae canaliculata, is the first pest to invade farms. So based on our interviews and observations of farms alongside Zambales and the Bataan area, a lot of farmers face problems with these invasive snails. So the only solution that they found is to overuse pesticides. And the overuse of pesticides, we all know that is very harmful to our environment. So with this in mind, we created a project, the Snailminator, to eliminate these pests using AI. We utilized AI to maximize the capabilities of what we have today. Basically, our drone scans the field, and with the help of AI, it can autonomously dispense pesticides with the right amount, not causing pollution. So that's the reason.
Okay, thank you. Kakausapin naman natin yung katabi ko dito, all the way from San Jose National High School, Bohol. And in fact, they won as a junior high school innovator category in Turkey sa World Robotics Olympiad with Felta. Nakarating siya ng Turkey, pero ang gusto kong tanungin sa kanya, saan siya nagsimula? Anong nag-inspire sa kanya para gawin yung project niya?
Actually, I belong to a grade 10 special science class, and part of our tally subject is a robotic learnings, and that came to my mind to make this innovation caseta. And actually, I just said earlier that fellow Filipinos of mine are the ones that inspires me to make this innovation. Thank you.
There's one na interesting kasi iniisip po natin pag robotics is all STEM. Pero actually itong nag-develop nung yung pyro sage is from 3 different strands. From HUMS, from ABM, and from STEM. So it's an interdisciplinary group. So let's hear from them. Paano nila nagagamit yung iba-iba nilang skill sets in this field?
Well, Paul, one of the members of Pyrosage is from the STEM strand. So of course, he manages the technical aspects of our robot, which includes coding and the wirings and so on and so forth. Cassandra, on the other hand, is our creative hand in the team. Without her, we wouldn't know how to make Pyrosage as visually appealing as it could be with the limited resources that we have. I, on the other hand, am from the HUMS strand. So as you can see, I'm speaking in front right now. They rely on me when it comes to presentation, speaking, and they also rely on me for providing them assistance in conducting or performing or accomplishing the other aspects of Pyrosage. So our team, despite being from 3 very different strands, although all under the academic strand, these three strands enable us to work very effectively as a team. Each special skill that we have is the reason why Pyrosage is the product that you see today over there at our exhibit area. Of course, with the help of our coach, Sir Earl Ancheta.
Thank you very much. And so we're seeing here a model of AI and technology, but from an interdisciplinary lens. And we also advocate public-private complementarity. So also from the private school, we have iAcademy represented here. When we observe their projects more into game development, mobile apps, and addressing yung mga real-life problems or trying to raise awareness and knowledge. So maybe you can share with us how your lessons in class influenced the quality of your tech and AI-enabled projects.
For me, kasi I'm from multimedia arts, and we didn't really use AI exactly, but we do recommend on using AI. I think it's a really helpful tool overall to cut some of the tedious tasks that you could encounter, such as you can use it as researching about more background information of the subject you're trying to make or photograph or something. I feel like in iAcademy, it's a really different experience. I'm actually from a public school. It's transitioning to iAcademy is just really different overall. And I really like how they actually announced what our finals project would be 2 weeks, 2 weeks after the semester started. So we already had more time to be able to work on it as time went on.
Thank you very much. So last 2 schools projects po. On the oil spill, if you could share with us what is the reason behind coming up with this project and what lessons and influences in class did you use to make this happen?
Okay, so it's kind of a long storytelling session. So, since we are from Science High School, it is required for us to have a research project for us to accomplish our junior high school. So, for us, since our school is very integrated in having, or in solving rather, the environmental issues, we really focused on that. So we went to oil spills. So we researched about oil spills, and we later found out that oil spills are very inevitable, and they're like they aren't just from the accidents that we get from the ships, but they are also from natural phenomenon such as the oil seepage. So for context, oil seepage is the oil that seeps through the cracks of the earth that goes to the surface. So for us, we wanted to integrate newer solutions. So we researched further, and we later found out, or we came across a YouTube link, which was entitled Human Hair Used for Oil Spill Cleanup. Why don't big companies use it? So that clicked something in us. Yeah, why don't we integrate something or have an innovation that would combine robotics, which we are interested in, oil spills, and the human hair. So then that includes like the environmental issues and our interest as well. So with that, I would say that the rest is history. And with all of those that happened, I would say that we enjoyed every single step of the way that we did. And yeah, that's it.
Thank you. And last one from Lipa Science Integrated National High School. If you remember, their project is on the high-low wall because we have class cancellations in the past school year when in extreme heat. So they develop a project on that. So if you want to talk more about your project, you can share that. And also, at what age or at what point in your life did you realize that you want to be involved in STEM? And how did your coach help you develop that?
So, firstly, I would like to thank our guardian and coaches right there. We are very thankful because this isn't our first time, the three of us, to participate in this kind of competitions. And of course, in Samsung, the first project we proposed is the Kubooms, which is also connected to oil spills. But unfortunately, we didn't make it to the top 10. But our coach and our principal from Table 11 pushed us through and motivated us to continue working. So now we came up with a high-low wall that focuses to combat the heat stress, the heightened heat index here in the Philippines. And engaging STEM in this study, the science and technology by our curriculum, and we're fortunate to have Sir Francis as our ICT admin.
Thank you. So we've heard from the learners, different schools, different projects, and different stories and journeys as well. And na-mention na rin yung role ng coach, ng teacher, ng principal. So we'll hear from one teacher. You see two more seats, so we'll have two more speakers here in front. Francis Jim Toscano is an educator, author, EdTech leader, and Global Teacher Prize finalist. So maybe we can also invite you here in front to share your thoughts on what you've heard so far.
Good morning, everyone. I am Jim Toscano, and just to share some things. Number one, I am a school leader, a school administrator handling the EdTech program and the Values Education program of Xavier School San Juan. I'm also a senior high school teacher teaching ICT and media and information literacy at another school. And currently, I'm at the middle as well of a very exciting development. I am an AI developer as well. So the very topic that was given to me was to share about teacher agency. And based on our amazing panelist students, we are so happy with the progress that we had that all of the schools had for the students. one thing that I could share in terms of teacher agency is that in our EdTech startup company is we don't want just to empower our students in terms of AI. We also want to empower our teachers with AI. We are so happy that our students are doing well. For teacher agency, we want to make sure that our teachers are using AI for productivity, efficiency, knowing more about ethics, but at the same time, also being able to innovate with what they do inside the classroom. So there, I'll share more later.
I think for now, we'll do a quick round hanggang makabalik tayo kay Teacher Jim, and then we'll hear a reaction from UNICEF to wrap things up. But you've done a lot, you've accomplished a lot at an early age of junior and senior high school. What are ano yung pangarap nyo, ano yung goal nyo in the future? Where do you want, what are your, anong dream job nyo or plans also? As a young innovator exposed to AI and technology, what jobs do you see for yourself in the future? And how can we, in the education space, support you in reaching that goal?
First, my dream is to become an engineer. Since I was inspired to become an engineer because I joined the competition. That's why I dream to become an engineer. And also for our project, our goals for our project is that we wanted to join the competition, international competition, the Earthshot Prize. And if we were given a chance to win that contest, and it would be a great help to our innovation to be applied in a large scale. And then the support that we wanted is that if the department, it would be a great help if the Department of Education, SEF, would be allowed to fund our competition in the Earthshot Prize. Thank you.
Perfect. So, goal for yourself, for your project, and how can we help?
So our goal for Team High Level is, of course, to have full implementation, not just in schools but in other offices. But we want to prioritize in their schools, since from kinder up to grade 12 up to college, we're gonna stay in schools and we're gonna conduct our classes right there inside. And for example, that aircon. Can you imagine how the price of that aircon compared to the high level? There is a large gap between those two. And for the help and support, of course, we've actually presented to the mayor our project, our study, and he's really positive to bring this project into reality. But we still need technical and financial support to have this full implementation. Not full implementation, but our prototype for this study. My goal for myself, actually I want to become an engineer, but I'm still unsure whether I want to be an electrical or civil engineer. But this time with high level, I might want to become an IT because of programming.
So our goals for PyroSage is for it to be deployed and of course provide assistance for our firefighters. But we have a long way before we reach that goal. We plan to integrate a closed circuit television system so that it will notify PyroSage. It will notify PyroSage when a fire has occurred within our homes. Additionally, we also want to integrate a Wi-Fi based microcontroller such as ESP32 so that it can notify the Bureau of Fire Protection or BFP when a fire occurs within a specific threshold, of course. AI is inevitable. It will happen. Technology will continue to advance. It will not regress. So let us conquer the fear of AI conquering our world, but rather let us think of how we can utilize this to maximize the potential of our ideas. So, for you to be able to help us in maximizing our idea with PyroSage, we would really appreciate it if we will receive your support in integrating the Wi-Fi based system, the heat shield, and also the closed circuit television system, as well as obtaining a patent for our project.
Thank you. And your dream in the future?
My dream to be in the future is simply to be able to utilize my skills in communication, in providing information to the world. Nowadays, we have issues with technology, and technology, despite its benefits, has also caused us disadvantages. So I want to be the voice of truth that supports the advancements that technology has provided us.
Thank you very much. Since you mentioned patents, we have our Legal Service Director, si Attorney Janine Chua. We will actually be discussing how we can support also maybe UNICEF can provide technical assistance, because that has been an ongoing discussion when we were visiting your booths, how you can protect your idea and make it still your own, considering that you still have a long way to go. You will go to college and early on, so we will consult them and let you know. So your goals for the future of your project, your goals for yourself, and how we can help you reach those.
Our goals for the future of our project is to be able to enhance and to be able to help the larger scale of our community, especially the farmers in the Philippines, since it is a big problem nowadays. We have lack of supplies in rice and in other vegetables. So our goals for our project is to be able to enhance, to maximize, and to reach the full potential of the project, to be able to reach higher goals and to be able to be more effective and efficient in terms of helping the community. Basically, someday I want to become a pilot, so this explains why we created a drone. It explains that this is our passion, and we hope to, if it would be given the chance, we hope to ask support in terms of financial and technical aspects of the project. Since we are lacking in the AI and in the mentorships in integrating the program, we ask for support in enhancing the program to be able to make the project more viable. So that's our goals for the SEAMEO.
Thank you. Okay. Actually, commercial break ulit before the next. Your needs, no, in terms of continuous financial and technical support. Our friends from DOST are there. We just signed an MOU with them, and they also told us earlier that they will continue to explore, yung SEI team of DOST. So we will also connect afterwards. So goals for your project and yourself, and how we can support you.
For the goals of our project, I think, I believe that we want to spread creativity throughout the whole Philippines po. I feel like so many people have so many ideas that they have in their minds, but they don't really have the opportunity to do so. So I hope that we can keep pumping out these projects, creating these booths to show people that there's a place where they could actually make their dreams to a reality. Because for me, I as a kid, I've always loved doing art, but always wanted to be a graphic designer since I was always like drawing and I was a kid and stuff. But ever since I attended the iAcademy, it was open to more opportunities such as photography and filming. And now I've been like in a dilemma on what I should choose, since there's so many things to choose. And I hope that you could, the support that we need is really in financial, and be able to advertise the importance of arts in around the world, So, ayun lang po. Thank
Thank
you.
you. And last one.
So for our project, we plan to have, let's say, have more innovations to our project. So it's like an ongoing project. So we plan to innovate it more and integrate more ideas that would further help the project in collecting, in being more efficient and more effective in collecting the oil spills. And also, we want to parang lessen the fact that there's like manual labor in collecting oil spills. So in manual labor in collecting oil spills, they expose the workers to more harmful materials and more harmful chemicals. So we kind of want to eliminate that. And just a little side quest on this. There's also some people who ask like, what's the budget for your, or what's the funding for your research? And as soon as we answer, they always say, oh, I hope people will be able to help you and mass produce your project. So we kind of want to have like baby Rapunzel prototypes deployed in the sea and have like a mini session of oil collecting. And also, like that, we plan to patent our project also, so that as we go through the process and innovating it more, we still have the power to like claim it that it's our idea and all that. And for the support that we want, or that we need rather, is maybe help from professionals that could better guide us for the knowledge that we need, and also help in the funding, probably in the patenting, since we know it may be kind of expensive. And for my plan for myself, I'm not really sure, because for my old school, it's a science high school, right? But for senior high, I actually took ABM. So maybe since I'm interested in robotics and innovation, I could probably integrate that in innovation and in business. So they may go hand in hand together. Thank you.
So integrating innovation, science, technology, and business. And then, kay Teacher Jim, similar thinking of goals for the future, but from a larger lens of EdTech, AI, technology, and education in the Philippines. What are the prospects? What are the goals? And how might we make a path towards that?
I'm not a student. Student of lifelong learner, yeah. There are three things I think that we could continue to look into. Number one, like what they've been sharing, access. So students, it's not just you who has challenge with access, but even a lot of teachers right now, access. We're very happy that Kanmingo is there. What we have been doing as well I call myself a grassroots developer of AI. We have actually created an AI teaching assistant, which we have worked with teachers, Filipino teachers. So the co-founders of that AI, it's called Gabay. Tagpros Education is our company. We're all teachers as well. So our own inspirations were our parents. My mother is a public school teacher who has a lot of work in school. So what we did was to really look into it. So what we're doing right now is to provide access to more and more teachers, because for teachers to be irreplaceable, they need to do the things that make them irreplaceable, which means making connections with students, providing proper feedback to students, but they cannot do those things if they have a lot of work to do. So AI could come in and help them in terms of productivity and efficiency. Second is professional development. Teachers are lifelong learners. Sana may maging teachers din sa mga students natin. Don't worry, I'm a philo major. So I graduated with philosophy, then I took education. So you could become an engineer and a teacher as well. So that would be good. Professional development matters. Teacher agency, how do we avoid AI controlling the teacher? It's through professional learning and teaching teachers that they should be the master of AI, that they are co-designers, co-creators of things. So we don't have much training about AI in education yet. A lot of those will be how to use AI, but the discussion on whether to use AI or not, when to use AI or not, we don't have much yet. So I know that we are working on a partnership with NAIAP as well. We're doing small-scale trainings for public schools and private schools on AI ethics that really focuses on data sensitivity and all these things. Last week, that's what we're doing at Xavier School right now. We've seen that our teachers are using ChatGPT, and nauna kasi yung mga teachers kesa sa mga training and everything. So we want to make sure that we don't want to control them, but we need to respect their agency to make decisions for themselves. Lastly, ASEC, guidelines matter. Guidelines matter. I'm very happy to share. I've been working with the Bureau of Learning Delivery. The team is here. There has been conversation, drafting of an AI guideline. I think it matters as well, especially since our students, they've been using AI. Teachers are using AI. School leaders are using AI. But having a whole school approach to using AI in terms of guidelines and frameworks, that would preserve agency for our teachers. So, ASEC in the end, our agency, which is the theme for today, in this AI era, ensures that education through our teachers remains human-centered. Ganun naman yung gusto natin. So we don't want AI to control what we're doing. Instead, we want us to govern, make use of AI so that we can preserve teacher agency.
Okay, thank you very much. And at this point, we'll call on a reactor to respond to our learners and our teacher, Dr. Akihiro Fushimi, Chief of Education of UNICEF Philippines.
Magandang umaga po sa inyo lahat.
Hello.
They want you to change to this. Yes. Do you know what day it is today? Yes, I hear two answers. One is International Day of Education, IDE. The second one, it is my birthday. Thank you so much. Today, sorry, I came a little bit late with a bag, a huge bag, because I woke up at 3 a.m. I woke up at 3 a.m. today in a hotel in Cagayan de Oro City. I was with my partners and supporters from France for the past few days to observe education and learning, archive development and so on in the communities, the barangays and so on. But I left them and I came here by waking up at 3 a.m. and taking a flight, grabbing a taxi to get here, to listen to you. So, and it is more than a worth. It's worth the efforts and the investment. So thank you so much once again to all of you. To all of you, I have learned a lot. It's so impressive and inspiring to see not only the solutions, but your ability to identify real challenges in a local context that affect people, not yourselves, but people around you. That is the most critical, one of the most critical competencies we all want to have, to identify the real challenges, issues, and also opportunities. So you've done that. You came up with different ideas. I'm sure before you reached this stage, you have spent so many hours, so much discussions and debates, questions and answers, trials and errors. I think that is another critical competency you have. And then you tried, you came up with some solutions, and you are now trying, and also you are observing and measuring the impacts. And you are learning from failures and successes, both of them. And you revise, you improve, and you enhance further. I think this is the process I could see behind your presentation and behind your products and ideas. So thank you so much. And this is, I work for UNICEF. I'm the Chief of Education here. I have worked for UNICEF for the past 21 years in 6 countries in the world, in Africa, in Europe, and in Asia. Our job is to serve the most vulnerable communities, children and mothers, and young people. To be very frank with you, for those who are here today, presented so brilliant ideas and solutions, you are the best and brightest among them, right? And while I was listening to you, I was thinking about the critical question, what can we do? What can we do to have this opportunity to ask questions, to try and error different solutions, benefiting from the AIs, utilizing them effectively and efficiently and equitably across the countries. I'm learning in the past year, I have been learning in the Philippines. This is a vast country with variety. You have so many beautiful places, but you have so many challenges as well. There are so many people still in very difficult the situation in the communities and context. So my question is, how can we together actually universalize this opportunity and maximize this very useful tool to provide the quality AI and education for all? I think that's the most critical question for us today. I don't need to summarize, but while I was listening to you, I came by inspiring by the Filipino tradition of acronyms and all those shortening things, like your 4P. You have 4P, right? The Pantawid Family Filipino program, the social protection program. I have a 6P today for you. One is a protection. We talked about the protection of data, privacy, and so on, protecting the children from the harmful potential security breaches and identity and so on. So I think the protection is very important. Second one is provision. So provision of those opportunities, tools, materials for all children in the country. This is really important. Third one is, what was that? Let me just see a note. Yes, it's a participation. So participation, of course, you have the opportunity to participate today, but I think this should be more at the strategic level. We are talking about AI strategies, AI policies in education. In those processes, children and young people need to be part of it. This is a job for DepEd and us and other colleagues to ensure how we have a meaningful, substantive participation of the children and young people in the Philippines in those processes. And we have so those are 3 issues, but another 3 additional things I was thinking about. One is, as Jim said, it's a professionalization, professional development. I think teachers, principals, and education stakeholders are the key to provide that opportunity, key to guide the children, key to protect them, and key to ensure their participation and so on. So professional development. And the 5th is about parenting. So parental awareness, parental support, parental guide. At the end of the day, we are still talking about children, young children, and also adolescents. But still, parents need to understand, some of parents like us, we are digitally not so advanced. We are kind of more hesitant about it. Kids may know better, but still, how they do it, how they use it, what they use it, what kind of risks will they have? I think still we have to rely on the parents. So we need to raise the awareness of it. We need to guide the parents. We need to get support from parents. And last but not least, it is about partnership, particularly with the private sector. So I'm very happy to hear and see the private sector here today. I think that's really key. We talk about PPP in many areas, but AI is particularly important. We need to work with them, with their products, with their services, with their intention. I think these are the 6 pieces I thought about. And on that note, I just want to say thank you very much for all of you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Aki. Happy birthday to Aki. But more than that, thank you for the wisdom and putting things in perspective with your 6 P's: protection, provision, participation, professional development, parenting, and partnership. So we'll have longer conversations about this. And I think we also want to thank our learners and our teacher for sharing their experiences, their wisdom, their dreams. And this is really just a beginning of more conversations on how we can really support each and every one of you, both those who are in this room and those who are not in this room, as we talk of addressing the digital divide and the inequities so that we can really ensure that no learner will be left behind in all of these opportunities and advancements that are right in front of us. So thank you very much. That concludes our panel discussion for this morning.
Once again, a round of applause to our panel speakers from different schools. At this juncture, may we call on stage Yusek Fatima Panuntongan, Assistant Secretary Yang, together with Akihiro Fushimi of UNICEF, for the awarding of Certificate of Appreciation to our panel speakers. Allow me to read the citation. Republic of the Philippines, Department of Education, Certificate of Appreciation is hereby awarded to for his or her valuable contribution as a panel speaker and presenter during the International Day of Education, AI and Education, Preserving Human Agency in a World of Automation, on January 24, 2025 at Bulwagan ng Karunungan, DepEd Complex, Pasig City. Given this 24th day of January in Pasig City, Philippines. Signed, Georgina Anyang, Assistant Secretary. All right, so this certificate of appreciation is awarded to the following school. Pag tinawag po yung ating mga school, please go in the stage for a quick photo op with our executive officials. San Jose National High School, San Jose National High School traveled all the way to Bohol to be with us today. Maraming salamat po. Let us all call on stage for the awarding of Certificate of Appreciation to Lipa City Science Integrated School. Lipa Science Integrated High School is the winner for the High-Low Wall of Samsung Philippines. Another school who joined us today is the Tapinak Senior High School from Olongapo City. Let us also welcome on stage Regional Science High School 3. Next, we have the iAcademy Nexus Senior High School, Makati. Academy Nexus High School from Makati is also with us today as panel presenter and exhibitor. We also have the Philippine Science High School with us today as our exhibitor. May we call on stage the Philippine Science High School, to be followed by our guest school from the Capitolio National High School. Capitolio National High School as the last batch of our school for the photo opportunity. All right, at this point, we would like to request Undersecretary Fatima Lipanontongan, ASIC Georgina Yang, and Akihiro for an exhibit gallery walk. We have exhibitors from different schools. We would like to request Yusek Fatima for a photo opportunity per exhibitor. So I'd like to request all exhibitors to please be in your booth area. Iikot po si Yusek Fat for a photo op. So we will start for all the exhibitors inside the Bulwagan ng Karunungan all the way to the Rizal Lobby. So lahat po ng ating mga exhibitors, please be on your booth station. Thank you.